Check out my new clothing range now under the name Club Vector. The link for that is in the description. And also the link for U7Buy, where you can find cheap, fast and reliable coins. And if you use the code TVM at checkout, you get a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. Today is draft day. I don't expect this episode to be filled with great rewards and packs because I am notoriously bad at the draft. I tell you what, though. For the first time since doing the draft on FIFA 20, I've done more this year than I've done last year, that's for sure. Not that I've done that many, but still, that's the first time I've been given 4-1-2 and 2. So, I tell you what, I've just read Bateson's title for his draft to glory, and it says, Socrates the Doc is so smooth. It would be rude not to use him, right? I'm probably going to play him as a centre mid. Well, maybe not actually. It depends. It depends what my centre mids are. I'm actually quite excited now that we've got 4-1-2 and 2. I'm kind of tempted to take Roberto Firmino. Nice link into Socrates if we need it. If we want to sort of move away from Premier League. Iago Aspas's card does look nice, but yeah, 3-star is what annoys me about that. So I think I am going to go for Roberto Firmino. If I end up building a team that's very similar to the one that I actually have, I apologise, but I find it easier, oh dear, I find it easier to play with players I know, and I want to try and go as far as I can, right? So if I end up choosing players that you're thinking, oh god, I mean, he uses these all the time anyway, what's he doing? Frankie de Jong is meant to be really good, isn't he? Yeah, he does look really nice. Maybe we try and take that. Hope to get Griezmann up top. Yeah, I'll take Frankie. We'll put Frankie over here and hope to get a better striker. For our second centre mid, we got Gundogan again, which doesn't surprise me. I could use Allen though. Oh, I tell you what, we're going with Allen. We are going with Allen because what I'm going to do is this. I'm not going to do that. That's just stupid. I'm going to do that. And there we go. We've got nice links into Firmino now. I can get rid of Keane. We can put a Barca player in there. Hopefully get Griezmann and go from there. So let's go for the left back. I like building teams. It's just the playing the games bit I'm not a massive fan of. We could go for Alexandro, who would give us a hard link into Allen, and then we can go with whatever we want in terms of defence. Or we could go with Alex Telles, who arguably is the better player. But then we would need a Brazilian centre-back. So I think I'm going to go for Alexandro. I know Telles is better. I know. But I am going to go for Alexandro because I want the freedom of doing whatever I want over here. Because I may need to put in some Barca stuff. I'm kind of hoping for a La Liga now for the rest of it. You know, your Eder Militaos and whatnot. Probably going to go for whoever this guy is just because he's from the Spanish League. Not ideal. First centre-back. Oh dear, we've not been helped at all. I mean, to be fair, he's the best one. He has a hunter on him, which doesn't make any sense. But he is the best one of the lot, I think. He does link in with Alexandro. We may end up going full Italian league. I know Savic is there, but Savic is so slow. Let's go for him. I mean, the front, it started quite well, and now it's just sort of gone downhill. We could get Longley, or we could get Ramagnoli and just go full Italian league at the back. What do you reckon? I don't know. What do you do in this situation? I mean, Manolas. I don't know. We do have Frankie there. We could put him at CDM. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go a Longley because what we could do is this. I'm actually not going to choose my right back or my goalkeeper. I'm going to do the reserves first just to give me some indication as to what I will actually have. Now, we could go in Mertens and then we could move Socrates. Or move Firmino. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Mertens. I know Zanetti's a class left back, but it doesn't really make much sense seeing as how we have the left back locked down. Let's go with Mertens. What we'll do is we'll whack him in there. Gets nice links. We'll put Roberto Firmino over here, gets a link, and now we need a Premier League midfielder, or a Brazilian midfielder, or Italian league, so we can put Allen over there. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I got it. This is going well. This is going well. We've got Hadji. There you go. I mean, we could put Lucas Leiva in there and use him as our CDM, and then, I mean, how is he centre mid-wise? Yeah, not bad actually. I tell you what, we'll go with Hadji. Just makes sense. Lucas Leiva would have made sense as well, but we'll go with Hadji. Job done. We get our link into Frankie. We do need to get another La Liga centre back though. What I can do now is go back into the starting 11 and start doing this. So right back situation, we've got Sergi Roberto. If he had a shadow on him, I'd be laughing there, but unfortunately he doesn't have one. Kyle Walker just doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately. Kyle Walker would be my first pick. I'm going to go with Sergi Roberto. I'm not a massive fan of that choice, but it is what it is. I'm going to save the goalkeeper for a second because I'm trying to go La Liga, but if we don't get another centre-back, then what I might do actually is take Jordi Alba, and if I have to play him at centre-back, I have to play him at centre-back. I think Zanetti's the same height, isn't he? Oh no, he's 5'10", but he's got a high, yes, he's got a high attacking, he's 5'7". I might take Zanetti actually. If I take Zanetti and just play him out of position as a centre-back, that makes sense, right? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, he's out of position, but gives nice links to everyone around him. And goalkeeper-wise, we can go with Neto. Not my first choice, really. I would have gone with Ter Stegen or even... can't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? Belgian goalkeeper for Madrid. Can't remember his name. Let's go with Neto. Right, so now we just need better players in certain positions. We've got a sort of nice base of a team down. We just need to get sort of better. That's the third time Jordi Alba has popped up. That specific one as well. I'm actually going to go with Alex Telles as left back because I didn't do that last time because I was worried about chemistry. But now that we've got Zanetti in there linking, we could go with Alex Telles. And it makes about as much sense as anybody else does. So let's go for Alex Telles. Let's replace the left back. There we go. We've got a better left back in there now, at least. It is literally, I just want a better right back and maybe a natural centre back, a Brazilian centre back, if I can get one. If not, then we'll just keep it the way that it is. Or another icon centre back, for instance. And also we need some decent super subs. So we'll go with Jadon Sancho with a shadow for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We get Bernard. That's a decent super sub. No one else we can realistically use there. We'll take Bernard because that'll be good to come on for maybe Firmino or something. Nainggolan. We know about Nainggolan. We know that he's decent. He'll be good to come on as a sub. He's got a Hunter on him. Don't know how that's going to help. Bunch of silvers. We'll just take the first one because I don't care. Goalkeeper. That's Courtois. That's what I was thinking of. Jeez, that was difficult. Right, so nothing that can help us there at all. No better goalkeeper. We are going to have to go with Neto. I'm going to take Lloris just because it looks pretty, you know. 3 choices left. Can we get a better right back? We've got Martial's road to the final. We've got Dembele. We can bring him on as a sub, or we can bring Martial's road to the final card on as a sub. Doesn't have a chem style. I'm going to take... It's stupid. I'm going to take Dembele over that Martial card. I don't really like the look of it. We'll bring Dembele on as a sub if we need to. Penultimate choice. Nothing that's going to help us. We'll just take the right back there. And the final pick... James Rodriguez. It's a weird one, right? Because we've not been given any sort of high-end icons. We've not been given the choice of Ronaldo or Messi or anything like that. It's a different draft. Normally when I do drafts, I end up getting... Well, definitely going to take James. Normally when I do drafts, I tend to get a lot of the same type of cards. You know, the Messis and Ronaldos, the big icons. I mean, we've got Socrates as a big icon, but the other two are quite common, I feel. In terms of a CDM, I think Alan is going to have to be the guy that goes into CDM. He's basically like a cheap Kante anyway. So we'll do that. And there we go. That's the team, I think. Quick note before we actually get into the game. Something that you probably realised and I didn't. We can actually play Lloris because Longley is French. So I've actually swapped out Neto with Lloris. So we are going to test that keeper out and see if he's any good. There may be a few other things here or there that I can do, and a lot of you but just do this instead. Don't play Alan and play Bernard off chem or something. But honestly, I'm happy with the way that is. We'll test it out and we'll see how we get on in game. I feel a little bit better now that we've got Lloris in goal. And just like that, we're out in the first round. And I'm not angry about it. I'm not disappointed by it. I expected it fully. I just, for whatever reason, and I'm going to go into one more immediately. I'm going to waste coins. I don't care, because I want to get to the root of why I can't win in the draft. That guy wasn't particularly good. I just didn't play very well. The gameplay was fine, passes were fine, movement was fine. I'm not blaming the game in the slightest. It was my fault. I just don't know why. I've always put it down to the mental pressure of a draft. Like, I hate the draft because I know if I lose, that's it, I'm out, you know? And I hate that. It's worse than Weekend League for me, because in Weekend League, you've got 30 games to prove yourself over that time. In draft, you've got one game. You know, you play badly in that game, you're out. He scored a couple of questionable goals. That one from Kane, it looks good on the replay, but if you watched it, it went so slow. It was like a floaty, weak foot, it was horrible. And the keeper really just should have done better. In terms of this goal here, I couldn't tackle him on the edge of the area. I was spamming B. I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to foul him. I was spamming B, and I could not get the ball back off him. And then he managed to score. And from there on, I mean, I absolutely battered him. I can't wait to look at the stats. His Schmeichel made loads of saves, but I can't wait to look at the stats, because in the second half, I mean, I rinsed him. Absolutely just tore him to pieces, and I had shot after shot. A lot of them were from the edge of the area, but that type of shot from Roberto Firmino in the main team, in like a Weekend League or Rivals, will go top bins. And, you know, whether it'll go in or not is irrelevant, but that's the type of effort I was hoping for. My goalkeeper made a couple of good saves toward the end of the game, where I was just throwing everything forward. But for the most part, I've only got myself to blame. We did score a goal. It was a really nice goal, actually. It was the best goal of the day. Really well worked in and around the area. Got it round the outside. It was a 92nd minute, though, so I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. But unfortunately, yes, we have been dumped out of the draft. So not as many efforts as I was hoping to have had at the end there. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go build one more. So 30,000 coins down. No 4-1-2-2 this time. In fact, we've only got one 4 at the back formation, which I'm not happy about because it's not one I want. I'm going to have to take a 3-5-2. I'm not happy about it, but it's what I'm going to have to do because I need 2 strikers, and it's literally that or a 3-4-1-2. I mean, there's no difference, is there? Let's be honest. I'd rather have 2 CDMs, to be fair. So we'll go for 3-5-2. Another first round exit is on the cards. Although we've been given, with a shadow, we've been given Kenny. So we've got a chance because Kenny Dalglish in this game is mental. Next player, I'm tempted either Lacazette or Insigne. I'm gonna go. I know it's boring, but I'm gonna go with Insigne. It's not a case of staying with what I know either. His agility is so good in this game. Him and Dalglish up front are gonna be mental. Ooh, 9 Golan's second in form. We could try that out. Let's give that a go. Although I have just remembered that we can't switch in game, so we'd have to pause it and do it. So because I would want him as a CDM, so maybe that was a bad choice. In terms of the left side, not an awful lot of options here. We could go with Coman or Costa. Probably go with Douglas. Do we go with Felipe Anderson? He's got a Hunter on him, actually. Let's go with Felipe Anderson. Switch those around. Get sort of some chemistry. To be fair, in terms of the right side, there aren't that many options. Callahan obviously was one of them. Cuadrado is another. We could go. I would think I would prefer to have Cuadrado than Callahan. So let's go with Cuadrado. Let's go with a CDM and see if we can get a Premier League CDM in there. Maybe Fabinho, that would be nice. Or Ndidi. I like Ndidi. It's going to be really difficult to link in, but I am going to go with him. Or Medel, actually. We could go with Medel. I'm going to go with Medel. It makes more sense because he links in with the Italian side of things around here. Might just go with a full Serie A, actually. And I'm gonna pick out Polgar rather than El Neni. Let's pick out Polgar. I'm going to swap those around. They both get a strong link to each other. If we can get Manolas or something, or not. Zapata with a Hunter. So he's going to get... Oh, we're not going to get to see it, but he is going to get somewhat of a defensive boost. We'll do that. And let's hope to get Ramagnoli or Manolas or something. Brilliant. just, you know, when you need it, you're not going to get it. We're going to have to go with Marquinhos because he's the... I mean, we could go with him, right? He's got a shadow on him as well. Let's do that. Let's go with him. I'd rather go for chemistry than just players who are good but just don't fit. And finally, if he had a shadow on him, Dhir would have been decent. Doesn't have a shadow on him, but he is literally the only option. So we'll take him. Can't say I'm that happy about it, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's go with a goalkeeper. Please give me an Italian league keeper. Sirigu. I mean, this draft is worse than the other one. But to be fair, the last draft I built, I actually really liked the team and got knocked out in the first round against a guy I think, honestly, on another day I beat. So I'm not that bothered, really. If we build a bad draft, there's no expectation on me. So, you know, there's that, of course. Gomez, maybe instead of Nainggolan. I can't, then we'd have to just bring Nainggolan on as a sub. But I think I'm going to take Gomez here. There is no other option. Like, if Nainggolan was a centre mid, we could play him instead of Polgar. But, yeah, you know, it's just one of those. Mane doesn't help. I need an Italian league left mid or left wing. Mane doesn't help me at all. He does in terms of a super sub. No one else really helps me there in the slightest anyway. So we're going to take Mane as a super sub. Next up. I mean, Robertson has come out so many times. And again, maybe Tony Kroos for the rating. Just why not? But no one else is going to help me there. This isn't going particularly well right now. Not getting the cards we want. Now, Mahrez is a topic from yesterday's video. Someone mentioned Mahrez. Do we go and get him? Might be a chance to bring him on as a sub and use him. Again, no other decent options there. So I am going to take Mahrez. We've got 2 or 3 decent super subs, but we are lacking that first 11. I've got Jason Murillo. I just hit the desk and hurt my hand, but we'll continue as if nothing's happened. We'll take Jason Murillo there. I'll actually play him instead of Zapata. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit better. See if we can get some better defenders on the go. Because ideally what I want here is a really good sort of centre-back from the Spanish league, but Italian league, but we're not getting it. Let's do the goalkeeper, get that out of the way. Give me Handanovic or something. Szczesny's in form, maybe? Is that better? Let's go with that. That's probably better than Sirigu. So let's go with that. Right, come on. Is this the last chance for a decent centre-back? I think it was, and we've not got it. We've been given Kolarov, who could play at centre-back. He's got very good stats, so he could play out from the back. I wouldn't actually mind. We'll take Kolarov. We could play him left mid, actually, and just play him off chem. What has happened to Lennon's pace? He's not that slow, I know. Jeez. Let's take Lennon anyway. 3 choices left. We've got Hadji again, Socrates again, and Nakata. We've been given Matuidi, though. And I sound stupid, but out of all of those, I think I'm going to take Matuidi because it's an out-and-out CDM better than Polgar. Whereas Socrates would be good, but doesn't improve on things, really. I mean, he does, he's good, and Hadji and Nakata are the same. I'm going to take Matuidi. I can't believe I've just chosen Matuidi over 3 icons. But, you know, I have. What I'm going to do, incidentally, is this as well. Because those left and right side, he's got a high defensive work rate even. And he's actually... Oh, no, he doesn't anymore. They've taken it away from him. But he's not that bad at defending, Cuadrado, considering he's a right mid. So, and obviously Kolarov's the other way around. He's good at going forward, and he's obviously a great defender. So, they're going to be sort of come back on defence, I think. So that actually works out quite well. Can we just get 2 sexy players to finish things off? We've got Luis Figo, who I think I actually will take and play instead of... we've got Mertens, though. Nah, there's no point taking Mertens, is there? No. We'll take Luis Figo, and we'll play him instead of Cuadrado, despite the fact that I've just bigged up his defending and the fact that he's going to come back, but... Yeah, it's irrelevant. I'd rather take Figo. And finally, Zanetti again, or Higuain, or we take a super sub in Hazard. We do like Hazard, of course. He's got a shadow on him, but again, we'd have to play him out of position, off chem. He did alright for me last time, though, to be fair. I might take Zanetti, you know. We've got enough super subs. I've got Mane, I've got Mahrez, I've got Gomez. We've got Cuadrado if we need him as well. I'll take Zanetti. I'll actually do the same thing again. He didn't cost me last game. So he's got a shadow on him, whereas he doesn't. But he is a bit slower. Dhir has good defensive stats, but I think I'm going to do that. We'll pop him there and him there. So we've got the actual main defender there, and then we've got a bit of pace on the outside, and he's a little bit quicker anyway, so there we go. So that's how we are for that draft. I mean, that draft, in my opinion, isn't as good as the last one that we just had, but with that being said, we didn't do very well in the last one, so I'm hoping... I just want to get past the first round. That's my biggest ambition. And into the gameplay we go. I've decided to do this, without face cam. I apologise. If you guys want to see it with face cam in the future, then I will do it, but it's just for a few minutes while we look at the gameplay. Kenny Dalglish was absolutely fantastic, as you can imagine. And spoiler alert, we did make it past the first round, fortunately. I missed a couple of chances here or there that I thought realistically I should be scoring, not just in this game, but just in general. But to be fair, right, I tell you what, this team played really well. The last draft that we did, the team played well. We came up against a good opponent, and unfortunately, I just couldn't beat him. For whatever reason, I couldn't get the better of him. And he beat me fair and square, and there's no complaints from me on that score. Next draft, first game, rage quit. And my opponent, as you can see, just barely got hold of the ball. And when he did, he couldn't pass it properly, and we took advantage. And there it is. Next draft, or next game of the draft, I should say. We go into a game against a guy who had team chemistry, but not individual chemistry. And I felt like this was a reoccurring thing, because the first guy had that. This guy now has that, and I've faced a couple of people since, and they've all sort of had team chemistry, but they don't really seem to care about individual chemistry. I don't know whether that's a thing, but it triggers me when my players don't have chem, as you know. So I kind of have to put them on chem, even if I'm using weaker players. Dalglish in there again to make it 2-0 in the second game. So as it stands, we are romping our way through to the semi-final. Mahrez was okay. I wouldn't say that it's a card that I want to rush out and get straight away. Is he better than Dembele? I'm not convinced, to be fair. I mean, I've not played that many games with him. And there we go, there's another goal. And we make it 3-0 in the second game. And exactly the same situation as in the first game. My opponent takes kickoff, and he had a little bit more of the ball. Well, that's a lie. No, he didn't, but he used it better. He nearly scored, actually. On the run-up to that third goal I scored, he actually very nearly put it in. But look at that again. Wijnaldum not on full chem. Dybala not on full chem. And there were so many other players in there that just weren't on full chem. But he has team chemistry. This game was unbelievably difficult. This guy was fantastic going forward. And he scored that goal in 25th minute. I thought, right, well, that's it. It's game over, right? Because this guy's attacking play is something that I've not really experienced before. He was I mean, I should have scored this as well, by the way. I think I went the wrong way. I should have gone the other way. I should have looked at the keeper, but I didn't. And I went the wrong way. But this guy's attacking play was so good that every time he got the ball, I thought, right, he scored. Because he held it so well. Look at this. Every time he picks up the ball, you can't really see it here actually, but every time he picks up the ball, he sort of shimmies like he's holding L1 or LB, and he's sort of just jockeying with the ball. And I found it so difficult to even get near him. Fortunately, my attack was a lot better than his defence. We grabbed one back to make it 2-1. Right at the end of the game, Insigne did Insigne things, and Dalglish did his thing, and we made it 2-2. And then straight away into extra time, I brought on Alejandro Gomez. It was a bit of a gamble because my my central midfield player was really flagging. But I brought on Gomez as a gamble. He scored within the first 2 minutes of extra time. And then we just had to sort of lock up, really. I had to just tighten things at the back and make sure that that this guy didn't get the better of me going forward. And fortunately, we managed to pull this off with Kenny Dalglish. Played it across, and look at that for a cheeky finish from Alejandro Gomez. What a little player he is. He's come on for the first time in the draft and scored twice. And you may think, oh, that guy deserved to beat you. Look at the state of that. You know, you've done that sort of thing to him where the thing that he's dominated the game and you've just been lucky and hit him on the break. But look where his shots are. They're all outside the area, apart from maybe 4 shots. Every single one is from outside the area because he couldn't get near me because I actually defended very, very well. And I don't often praise myself, but I feel like I deserved it there. That guy was extremely good, and I was unbelievably tempted to quit at 2-0. I thought, well, that's it, GG's, right? But I thought, no, hang in there and see what you can do. 8 minutes in this game, Kenny Dalglish gets a bit of luck there with Schmeichel moving the wrong way, and we make it 1-0. He's pressed pause because he wants to make a change, which obviously a lot of people do in draft. Schmeichel keeping him in it And I tell you what, I came up against Schmeichel quite a few times, or have done quite a few times over the last sort of 24 hours, and he's actually insane. He saves so many things that you just think, right, well, that's a goal. Oh, he saved it. Oh, that's a goal. Oh, he saved it. Like, time and time again. And this game was no different. We managed to score that. I think the keeper probably should have done better there, to be fair. So he doesn't save everything. But he's done, yeah, he took ages to take kick off. And I thought, oh, we've got to rage quit. And I thought, right, one more goal. And he rage quits. And then he scored that. And I thought, right, well, that's it now. He's not leaving anymore. Because at 4-0 he leaves. But with that goal, he's probably thinking, right, well, I can score against him, so there is a chance. Insigne goes through, he misses, but we did end up winning that game. And just like that, we have gone from being knocked out in the first round of the draft, spectacularly, to winning the draft. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I mean, a lot of people will say that you're just bad. After the first draft, they would have said you're just bad at the game or you can't handle pressure or whatever. And I agree with you to a degree, but I don't think I'm bad at the game. Pressure-wise, I don't think I'm very good. But I reckon I'm good at the game. And I enjoy playing the game when we get good gameplay like I have done in the draft. The draft has given me great gameplay from start to finish. And if I take a defeat, it's not that big a deal. Like, compared to what the weekend league defeats are like, that defeat I took in the first round of the first draft was actually fine. I didn't really mind that. This, though, different kettle of fish. I like it a lot. It was that was a good draft. That semi-final game was one of the best games of FIFA I think I've ever played. The guy was so much better than I was, and maybe he got screwed by the game slightly, but honestly, I feel like I put in a shift when it comes to defending, and we come away with a win. That guy in the first half wasn't very good. We managed to take advantage. Second half, he absolutely battered me, to be fair to him, and we managed to defend. And I probably should have scored a fourth. But it is what it is. We've won the draft for literally only like the third time in my life. Because A, I don't play them, and B, I always like just crash out first round. I don't know what like potential rewards are. I'm guessing we're going to get the 225k pack nonsense. I actually wouldn't mind some coins. Yeah. We get a premium gold pack and the two. So that's the worst draft rewards you can get, which is just typical of my luck. So basically, we get our pre-order packs again. I mean, to be fair, for 15,000 coins, if in the store they said 15,000 coins, you can get 225k packs and 7.5 pack. I probably would buy. Well, that's a lie. I probably wouldn't buy them, but you know, it's not a bad deal. And of course, we get the 2 gold packs and the premium silver players pack for getting knocked out in the first round. Let me know in the comments, do you think we should do more draft on this channel? And maybe we should do it in a different way. I don't know whether you'd prefer to see it a different way. I can't do the games live. It won't happen. I will not be able to play to the level that I need to play in order to win the games. So live draft gameplay ain't a thing. So if you want to see more draft, then yeah, let me know whether you think it's a good idea for us to actually do it. Because I enjoyed that. I love building the teams. Kenny Dalglish is a dream to play with. You do get him quite often as well. So, you know, if we get him time and time again, then happy days, right? I know a lot of people might be a little bit like, you pick the same players over and over again, you're not very good at building drafts, blah, blah, blah. But I'm enjoying myself and I'm having fun doing it. So if you want to see more of it and you think it's value for coins, then yeah, let me know. This is a rare card and a 5k pack, and then we're on to the actual winning the draft rewards. It is a bit annoying that they either don't give you like a selection, like, or you could pick set A, set B, or set C, like in terms of rewards, or they say, look, for winning the draft you are guaranteed this pack, and then there's a random, you know, because if at the beginning you'd said if you win the draft you get 2 red gold packs and a premium gold pack, it might have actually, I say it might have stopped me from playing. It wouldn't have stopped me from playing because it was something to do, right? But I think a lot less people would do it if they knew they were going to get those as rewards. Because they are, I mean, I might pack something out of it, although I doubt it, but they're not very good, are they? For winning 4 games in a row against, especially that semi-final game, that was a very good player, and I had to dig deep, very, very deep. I was very tempted to just quit, actually, after, probably said this all already, but I was very tempted to leave that at 2-0 down, very tempted. So the fact that I came through it and actually won, I think we should be getting better stuff than this. But hey, here we go then. This is the meat of the potato, if you will. Can we get anything decent out of... well, we get a board, so there's a little bit of coinage back. No walkout, but we do get a board. I'm not going to expect that in the next one. English, don't be goalkeeper. Dele Alli. Very rarely get Dele Alli. It's always Pickford. So 84 Dele Alli. I don't think he's worth anything. But, I mean, ultimately, what you're trying to do is sort of earn back your 15k, right? And he is currently worth around 7. So that's nearly, I mean, with whatever else you've got in that in the pack, the Piemonte Calcio kit does actually sell, believe it or not. I don't believe it. You're right. So there's that. Yeah, so with everything else we've got in the pack, that actually equates to around 10, 11k. Maybe more than that, actually. So 7,000. Yeah, well, I mean, just for argument's sake, we'll say 10,000 coins in that pack. So we only really need to make 5k. And the other pack would have been 1,000 coins guaranteed anyway. So we only really need to make 4k in this. And we will guarantee to make 4k because there'll be something in here worth 1,000 coins. And in the discard of the... So we've made our money back in that draft from packing Dele Alli. Not so much in the first draft, although I would have had to go through all the silvers. Can we get a board in this one at least? You know what? We have done. So we've guaranteed to make our money back. It's not a walkout, but hey... That's not bad. It's going to be Radecki, which is an 80... Is he 84 this year or gone back down to an 83? He is back down to an 83. So, not as good as what it could have been, but we get Areola. I think Areola's actually a fair few coins. Yeah, he's about 3-4k. He's good for SBCs and linking in Varane. So, yeah, that's the 4k in Areola. And then whatever Radecki is, which is like 2k, we've made money on the draft, would you believe? I wouldn't believe it. But, I mean, not an awful lot. Like, you know, we're not... It's not profitable as in, like, oh, we'll do that every day and we'll be fine. Because we're not going to win it every time we play it, right? But we have made money from that draft. We've made a little bit back on what we did on the first draft as well. Because, obviously, you paid 15k. The 2 5k packs will say 1,000 coins each just to be on the safe side. So it's 13k. The silver pack, I would argue, is probably about 2k at least, if not 3k. So the profit we've made from that draft we've just played maybe is about 2-3k. So we've only really paid about 6,000 coins to do those 2 drafts. So we're only 7k down, I would say, which isn't bad. And we had some packs. We've done some stuff. We've had some fun. It's given me a little bit of an insight into my team as well, because obviously I've been using that team there for ages, and different variations of it, you know, with the odd player here or there sort of swapped out. But Mertens, I've got a newfound respect and love for Mertens. I used him in one of those drafts, or even in 2 of them. Insigne as well. They both played very, very well. Dalglish, though, is... I mean, he's just next level. That's the card. I mean, not the card that I want because I'm never going to get it. He's too expensive. But that's the kind of player that I want. We've got Hazard. We need one more like that. Dalglish is just give him the ball and something could happen. The ball just sticks to his foot. But that's going to bring us to the end of this draft episode of The Road to Glory. If you have got anything to say comment-wise, get it down below because tomorrow we're going to do a live game. If you have enjoyed it though, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index, the game changed. Download the app now.